good evening to wherever you are, and welcome to May. A little catch up of April. It was probably one of the busiest months work-wise, hosting-wise that I've ever had. I did almost 5 events in 4 weeks, and I was in like a constant state of stress. I actually get so nervous before hosting events because Chinese isn't my first language, and I have to kind of ping a lot of words, and I have to break up the phrases. So I'll just be reading the script over and over and over again for like the day before it or the day before that, and then I'm just so nervous that I'll say something wrong or muck it up, because when you're hosting an event, most of the times people are quite quiet, so everyone is kind of focused on you. You're representing the brand, you're kind of trying to hold everything together, and when one slight thing goes wrong, it is a nightmare. So I'm kind of glad April was over, but it was full of amazing opportunities, but it was damn stressful. So to kickstart off the month was probably the highlight of my year so far. I got invited to host Adidas Originals Arkin Club party, and the guest of honor was KENDALL JENNER. At the start they told me it was KENDALL in Chinese. I was like, oh, I don't know who that is, and they're like, are you sure? And then I baidu'd it, which is like the Chinese Google, and I was like, it's KENDALL JENNER! So of course I ended up doing the event. She was actually super lovely and nice. She met so many influencers or KOLs, and she took photos with everyone, and she introduced herself to everyone. She was like, hi, I'm KENDALL, nice to meet you, or commented on their outfits or asked some really nice questions. And I got to have like a small like meet with her before the event, and then I also got to interview her a tiny bit during, and I'll insert the footage now.
Okay, are you Australian?
I am Australian. Party, I'm your host for tonight, Jenny. It is very nice to meet you. 那大家知道2楼我们也是有一些 secrets that we want to show you. 我前面也是去代替大家去看了一下，然后现在给你们透露一下。And how are you liking Shanghai at the moment?
I love it. I think it's awesome. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm sad that it's a little bit closer to the time.
看着今天晚上也是要飞走的，所以也是待这里4天的时间。And you're definitely gonna have some 小笼包 before you leave, right? I know.
Yeah, I had some.
Alright. Following that event, I also got to host a big event for Tommy Hilfiger. I love this brand, so it was an obvious yes for me, and I've been working towards this event probably for the past 2 months because they asked me really early on, but I wasn't confirmed yet, and we had to work out kind of the details of it. So I'm really glad that it finally happened. It happened during the week before the Formula 1 in Shanghai, so a lot of car brands were all doing events, and this was called Tommy Garage Shanghai, and their guest star was Lewis Hamilton. He was also unveiling his collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger that night, and then the Chinese ambassadors Sean Yue, Yu Wenle, and Maggie Jiang Shuying, which is hilarious because, like, to be honest with you, I didn't really know much about any of them, so I wasn't really like nervous or like super excited or anything. So I was just like, I'm just here to host the event, get my job done. But yeah, hosting for such an iconic and amazing brand with such a long history was
So when he was mentioning that to me, I was thinking that he's not really serious. But each time I saw him, he said we should do something, and that's where he wanted to follow the seat, and that was perfect. 艺术对我来讲是很重要的，因为这些都是我工作的灵感来源。
Aside from those 2 events, I finished up the month with 2 more events for American Airlines as well. So safe to say it was a super busy month. I've also been writing my Lunwen, my thesis for Shanghai Theatre Academy, because it is my final semester, and your girl is about to graduate after 5 years at uni and multiple courses and multiple unis, and basically I had to write like an essay in Chinese of like 6,000 words, and it was basically impossible. I don't even really understand what I wrote, so fingers crossed that my thesis passes and I can finally graduate. I've just got a few small favorites for this month, and they're all in the beauty category. First up, this item has already been in my favorites before, but I've worn it in my most recent few videos, and I've got quite a few questions about what the lip color is. So it is what I'm wearing right now. It is basically my lip color, but a little bit more pigmented, can I say? And this is the Bare Minerals Generation Nude Matte Liquid Lipstick, and the color is Weekend. What I love about this is, firstly, it's so smooth, the texture is so nice. It is not like one of those liquid lipsticks that dries very dry. It's kind of still moist during the whole time, which is something that I kind of like, but it's also annoying because it gets wiped off easily. But I also love the color of it. It's so hard for me to wear pinks and kind of nudie shades because I do get a lot of redness around my mouth here. So a lot of the pinks and the nudes kind of don't look good with my skin tone. It just looks like I'm like irritated all around my mouth. Another thing that I love is the smell. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it smells like wafers. Like, you know those chocolate vanilla flavored wafers? That's what it smells like, and it's actually so velvety smooth. The bone that I have to pick with this is that I don't know if I got a faulty one, but you always have to have it standing up, because whenever I have a makeup bag or I leave it in my makeup drawer lying down, some oil comes out and it gets all around the tubing, but oily stuff always leaks out, so that's annoying, so I can't really take this out with me. Another skincare item is something for my new skincare regime. So I've been using all of LANEIGE's products, which is a Korean skincare line. I bought the entire set, and it's basically a 6 to 7 step skincare routine. If you want to see a video about that, I'll make a review for it. What I like about this brand is that it's really hydrating, so if you have sensitive dry skin, it's good for you, and also it's relatively cheap. So the one standout product for me was definitely the water sleeping mask. So this is kind of like a gel like substance. It's almost like a gel moisturizer, and you put it on your face at night, and it's one of those masks that you leave on overnight, and in the morning you wake up to skin that is so soft and moisturized. Like, I didn't believe that it worked so well, because all the other products in the range were like, okay, they kind of got the job done, but they weren't amazing. This one has won numerous awards, and it is actually amazing. For example, the other day I had an allergic reaction on my face, and it was really itchy and rashy on my cheeks, and when it got better, it's been very dry and patchy. So I put this all over my face, and the next morning I woke up, the dryness went away, my skin was so smooth. So I kind of swapped this in instead of putting on those sheet masks now. The last beauty product is a dry shampoo. This is the R+Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. I've been using the Batiste Dry Shampoo for a good few years. They're cheap, they're accessible, you can get them at Priceline, they get the job done, but I feel like they don't last as good. Surely if I wake up in the morning, my hair feels oily, I put in some dry shampoo, but by lunchtime, but by dinner time, it already feels like thick and heavy. Like, I feel like there's a lot of powder in my hair, and it just feels sticky and oily again. With this one, it is a bit more pricey, which is why I kind of bought like a small travel size of it to try. It works so much better in my opinion, but it is also a lot more expensive. Now, I also have a little something to give away as well. When I did the event for Adidas, they sent me an outfit and some shoes, but unfortunately the shoes didn't fit me. They're a bit large for me, and I haven't worn them at all, besides putting my little feet in there to try it out and realizing there were boats on my feet. So I don't actually know what style they are, but they're brand new. They're in the box, and they are this really gorgeous shade of like kind of dark salmon pink, and that's what they look like. If anyone knows the style, please tell me, because I tried searching for it online and I couldn't really find it. These ones are a size 3.5 UK, and they told me that they're a European 36, and they were absolutely huge on me. So I thought I'd see if any of you guys wanted a new pair of sneakers, and I will ship these to you. Otherwise, they're just gonna sit here at home. So what you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow my Instagram, which is at JennyJZhao, and then just send me a direct message on Instagram letting me know what your summer fitness goals are, because we are approaching summer and we need to be hitting the gym, and I need some inspiration so we can help each other out. I can read your fitness inspirations, and you can receive a new pair of sneakers. Thank you so much for watching this month's favorites. I've already got a really nice little present to give you guys during May favorites, so make sure you stick around and wait for that video as well, and I will see you next time.